Let's start. I love this roll down as well. We're going to stand on top of our band. I'm using a blue band, but you can really use any color that you like. Like I said, it's more about the feedback that the band gives you than it is actually about how tight the band is. So once you are on top of your band, I want you to stand up nice and tall and just let the band pull your shoulders away from your ears. So the band is stretching your neck and shoulders a little bit just to start off with. And before we do our roll down, I just want to release our necks a little bit. So let's take our right ear to our right shoulder and let the left arm pull down towards the floor. So you're getting a nice stretch on the left-hand side from the ear to the shoulder. And then just slowly come up, and we will do the same to the other side. So left ear, left shoulder, and let the right arm pull down. And let's just keep alternating between the two sides. Feeling that lovely stretch down the side of the neck towards your shoulder. And notice if the one side feels a little bit different than the other side. Maybe a bit tighter. And then, doesn't matter which side your head is, stay on that side. Then start to roll your chin across your chest, stretching the back of your neck and over to the other side. And roll the chin across the chest, over to the other side. So just keep on moving your neck. I'm actually feeling the stretch all the way down into my lower back as I take my chin across the chest. So it really depends on where your tightness is. Is it more in the shoulders, more in the neck, maybe in the middle back? And if you want to, you can also roll your head backwards and drawing a big circle with your head without getting seasick. And then maybe draw a few circles in the opposite direction as well. If you don't want to tilt your head backwards, that's fine. Just do your half circles like we started off with. And my arms are still pulling towards the floor. The band is still pulling my arms towards the floor to maintain that nice stretch down the shoulders. Good. So stand there with your arms next to your side. We're going to do our roll down. Nod the chin. Start to round the upper back and the middle back, but stop for a moment. Don't go any further than that. Keep your knees straight as you can, and then see if you can feel a stretch in the lower back. Then once you've found that stretch, then you can roll down the rest of the way. And if you need to bend the knees, you are welcome to do so. Everything feels a little bit tight from doing nothing over the long weekend. Inhale at the bottom. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone and just let the band tense up as you roll up through the spine. So let's do 2 more very nice slow roll downs. Don't get hasty. Nod the chin. Let the band pull you down. Pause when you are about a quarter of the way down and see if you can find that lower back stretch. And then we roll down the rest of the way until we are hanging at the bottom. We take a nice deep breath in, and then we tuck the tailbone and we roll up all the way. And we open the shoulders and stack our head on top of our necks. Last time, find that stretch. So pause, see if you can pull the ribs and the belly button in deeper, and then continue with the roll down all the way to the floor. Let's just stay there for our nice inhale. And then exhale to roll up through the spine and open the shoulders. Good. Stay as you are. I'm just going to turn so that you can see me from the side. We're going to wake up the back muscles and the arm muscles by pulling the straight arms back and release. Back and release. And as I pull the arms back, my ribs and my tummy muscles pull in as well. So I'm not arching through my spine. I'm not pushing my chest bone out. I'm simply pulling my arms back against the resistance of the band. And let's do 8 more. 1. So really waking up the back side of the body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And roll out the shoulders. Good. From there, you can step off your band, and we are going to tie the band around your thighs, just above your knees. So the band should be quite firmly around your legs, just once, don't wrap it around twice. And I'm going to make a little bow just because I have a very long band, but at least make a double knot. There we go. So that it's just out of the way. Once you have tied your band nice and tightly around your legs, you're going to move the band down so it's around your ankles. There we go. I'll give you a moment just to finish off that tying up and moving the band down to around your ankles. So we're going to do a whole lot of leg stuff. So the thighs and the glutes are going to get tired from all of this. So first things first, you want to stand so that there's some tension in your band. So don't have your feet too close together. Your band should already be quite tight around your ankles. Second thing, make sure that your toes are pointing forward. So if your toes turn out, you lose a little bit of that lateral thigh that we want to work in. So let's start with our hands on our hips, hands on the pelvis, and just do your tuck with your tailbone, and then lift your tailbone up, tilting the pelvis like you would when you were lying on the mat on your back, just to feel where your pelvis is in space, and then find your neutral position. So remember, neutral, you want the tailbone just to be lifted slightly, not tucking the tailbone in, little lift in the tailbone, but zip those tummy muscles together. Good. Then your arms can go really anywhere. If you want to reach them out or hold onto a chair for balance, you can do that. I'm going to have my hands on my hips. Let's shift all of our weight onto our right leg. And then as you do that, lift your left leg up and just gently push into the band, but make sure your toes are still facing forward. And then lower your left leg down and shift over to the other side and press into the band. And we're just going to do this slowly a few times, just to figure out where our balance is. If your band feels impossibly tight, just make it a little bit looser. Same goes for if it's too loose. You want to feel the resistance. You should already feel both legs starting to warm up. And we're not doing this fast because I want you to think of your posture as you do this movement. And we're just shifting our weight from side to side without falling over, which isn't always so easy. Good. Then with the next one, when we stand on our first leg again, so on the right leg, the left leg is floating. Make sure both feet are facing forward. We're going to pulse into the band 10 times, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. Then place the leg down. Shift your weight over to the left leg. Make sure those toes are pointing forward, and we pulse away. Now, as you do this, try not to lean too far over with the upper body. Try and keep your hips and shoulders in line. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold the last one, and then place your leg down and just give your hips a little shake out. Good. We are going to walk along our mat in length. So go to the back of your mat. Now, when we start, I want you to think again, toes are pointing forward for now. We'll turn the toes out a little bit later on. And then I want you to place your hands on your hips again. Bend both your knees. Now, pretend that you are in a room with a really low ceiling, so you can't straighten your legs in between. Your knees need to stay bent. Then let's stand on our right leg, take the left leg out, and then bring it forward. Then the same with the right leg. So we've done this one in class, if you've been in my class previously, call it the sumo wrestler. So as we walk forward, we kick out and forward with the leg. So your leg can't just go forward, and when you reach the end of your mat, you need to reverse. You're not allowed to turn around. Out and back, out and back. Now you'll feel automatically your toes want to turn out. So don't allow them to turn out, toes pointing forward. When you reach the end of your mat, go forward again. If you've got a really short mat, you can do the length of your room if you feel so. But I'm just going to stick to my mat, otherwise I'm going off camera. Good. And we're not doing this fast because I want you to concentrate on your posture. I'm leaning slightly forward with my chest just for balance, but I'm still trying to stay in neutral, toes pointing forward. And I'm sure we can take that leg out a little bit wider as we go. Last round. We will definitely feel our legs after this. Mine are already screaming at me. Good, let's keep going. When you've reached the end of your mat, reverse to where you started. Good, keep those knees bent, spine straight. Kick out and back, out and back. And then once you've reached the end of your mat, straighten your legs and just give your legs a quick little shake out. Exactly the same thing, but now we have Donald Duck feet. So turn those toes out. Your legs might even go a bit wider than what they were just because of the rotation. Bend those knees so you are in the second position, plie, and we walk forward. Good, so kick that leg out and forward, out and forward. So with this one, you won't feel it so much when you walk forward. You will feel it when you start to reverse. Now keep those toes turned out, keep the knees bent, out and back, out and back. And you really want to do a little kick out and back. Good, keep those knees bent. The backwards motion is what's going to get those glutes really going. Go forward again. And I know the band is cutting into your flesh there at your shins. Mine is anyway, so your band should be really tight. Keep those knees bent, toes turned out. We've got one more length left. Good, keep going. Trying to motivate myself here because my glutes are just about to give up on me. Ooh, last one. Swimming all the way back to where we started. Out and back, feel the bums. And then stand up all the way.